Hello, I'm MJ and I'm your Atlas to Love, Light, and Life. This video is 11 obvious signs you are in fact a twin flame and have a divine counterpart out there. Sign number 1, you catch yourself off in la-la land a lot of the time. Daydreaming or thinking about things that are not happening anywhere around you. Those aren't daydreams. You are picking that stuff up from your counterpart's mind. And I say go with it. Get creative and write about it or make art about it or music even. Which leads me to sign number 2. You experience periods of time where your mind gets fuzzy and you can feel your third eye being stimulated. This is like a telepathic phone call from your twin flame. And it's usually followed by sign number 3, vibing super high. And it feels so good, right? Once you have connected with your soul's frequency, and once you get through that transitory phase, you both begin resonating as one. And this always leads to feeling that unconditional love in all areas of your life. You'll find yourself dancing around, singing goofy songs, cracking hilarious jokes, even when you're doing mundane tasks like taking a shower or doing housework, and especially when doing that stuff actually. Which brings me to sign number 4. Your mind is like a soundtrack. You too have your very own radio station going on, and you are sharing a continuous playlist of messages to each other at any given time. Okay. An example here. I can't get certain tribal beats out of my head at times. Beats I've never even heard before. It's like our song, I think, and they make me really happy and they help me get through the day. And this is my counterpart sending the love I need to keep us in alignment so we can both have a better day, and vice versa. We're holding each other up. And up until now, we didn't even know it. Or here's another example. Songs that are out of place will pop into your head and make you think of them. By the way, your counterpart. Like a Christmas song in July, or if you're super happy and all of a sudden you start hearing like the saddest song in the world, maybe they're feeling a little depressed, and that's a call out to your soul to do the counterproductive work of pulling their vibes back to the middle. It's a divine counterpart making a divine counterpart feel better so you can operate as one again. Which points out sign number 5. There are times in our life when we are in separation and we give or take energy from those in our present environment. And until we get really good at controlling our sensitivity to others, this vamps our energy and it temporarily blocks us from connecting with our flame. And this is something you can physically see in twin flames. When they lose contact, you can see how tired they look. You can just feel it too. And that's just how they're going to feel until they can get hooked back up again. And sometimes, for me, for example, I look like 10 years older than I am. And then at other times, when we're really connected, I look 10 years younger than my age. And this is for no environmental reasons at all. I've documented this with pictures for proof. And what has happened is our wire of connectivity had gotten breached because someone directly around me was in need of me to hold them up spiritually because they were falling or vulnerable. And so I shared my unconditional love with them instead. And the unconditional love within us is our twin flame, the light, that flame, right? It's that vibrational rate that belongs to our soul's frequency, our one soul. And this is all well and good, but it tweaks the connection and we're left feeling drained and exhausted. I mean, it's good to help others, but then we have to do the work and meet back up again and resonate as one again. It's a continuous cycle. So for sign number 6, I would like to address the divine feminine and the divine masculine balance. And this is just easier to do by saying boy and girl, but it's completely non-gender specific. Like, I'm a girl and a very girly girl at times, but I've always been tough and good at boy things too. I've always gotten along extremely well with guys, and not so much like a tomboy, but I just related well to them. I was like just one of the guys cracking jokes, and I'm very knowledgeable about all kinds of guy stuff as well as girl stuff too. And, you know, not so much like makeup, but more like mom stuff, cooking, cleaning, healing, emotional stuff too. Twin flames are extremely well-rounded on both sides, and we're very capable of accessing each other's centers for both sides of that spectrum, that divine feminine and that divine masculine. Those attributes are present, and so we're capable of being activated with that specific stuff that they hold within them. And this is when the two are in alignment. Let's say you're a parent. You'd make a good dad and mom if you were a twin flame. This really benefits everybody in our lives, even if you're not with your twin flame. If you're with a soulmate or in a soul contract with somebody that you love, you make the quality of their life so much better. And my example here was, I'm just as good at baking and cooking as I am at like yard work or physical labor or sports. And here with this area, if you're a girl, yes, you like to get dressed up. It's like one of your favorite things to do. You like to feel pretty, but you kind of don't have to also. You always felt beautiful even in a t-shirt and jean shorts too. It's just not as important to you as it is for some girls, because you've got such a buildup of and a good balance with your divine masculine as well. And this is a silly way to say it, but you ain't no pussy, but you ain't no push over either. No pussy, but also not a pushover. Sign number 7, you have a twin flame divine counterpart. You catch yourself knowing things you have no way of knowing. Like, you're unbelievably intelligent on almost any subject. You're the type of person who would be good at any job. You're like the jack of all trades, and a wealth of cool information. So like, you're very entertaining to others. And it's all because you've always been sharing thoughts and experiences with your counterpart. I don't know how many times in my life I've heard, "How did you know that?" And I'd have to stop and think, and my mind would always go to my twin flame, because you know how you can see their face when you close your eyes. And I would have no idea where it came from, like within my own knowledge bank. I just did know it, and it's because they did. My counterpart knew it. Sign number 8 is a good one. You are generally happy and upbeat and just plain fun to be around. A pleasure. And this is in any company. And this is if you want to be anyways. So you can make friends anywhere with anyone. You don't judge people or animals like other people do. Not as harshly anyways. And you do not enjoy making people unhappy. You can't handle it. You'll leave situations if you know that you are the cause of somebody else's distress. Once you have been activated with your flame and truly know and can sense and can feel unconditional love does exist, it's an impossibility. Happiness and high vibes radiate to you. And by sharing this love in the most purest of ways, with people of all ages, and with nature and animals and your divine counterpart. You really do become a ball of light, and you're drawing in love, as well as others who need healing and to feel loved also. And you get spiritually rewarded every time you heal another. So sign number 9 is signs and synchronicities, spiritual guidance, like an abundance of this, a wealth. And I also think a lot of twin flames have a very secure soul family, even if they don't call them that, a very close-knit group of friends. And that can be in your neighborhood or just all across the world or country. And you have many angels and passed on loved ones. They're all by your side cheering you on. Union with your flame in whatever way that presents itself for you too in this lifetime is your mission. And your soul's team is there every step of the way, helping you learn all of the cardinal lessons and then align. They want you to align and share your love frequency. The planet needs you to in union. And so passing these universal tests is not easy. As many of us know, you've had to authentically prove yourself in many harsh ways since you've been incarnated in this life, in this body of yours. Sign number 10 is suffering. Boo-hoo. The opportunity to sign up to come here to the School of Earth as a twin flame was only given to souls that had lived many previous lifetimes and could handle the job. Pat yourself on the back. You got picked. And this, of course, will have looked different for everyone, but here is a generalized list of some hardships you may have suffered to learn blessings in disguise that were wonderful lessons. Loss of loved ones in death and in life, near-death experiences, illnesses or addictions, injuries, very severe in most cases and long-lasting, domestic violence or dangerous living environments, or homelessness and poverty. It's all of those tower moments or periods in your life that shot down your ego and made you find yourself and then recognize your soul and your counterpart. And once that happened, the activation, ever since then, it's been a test. It's been test after test. An incorporated lesson after incorporated lesson for you. And this is going to continue to be testing and the hardships. I'm really sorry to even have to say this, but it's true. Even if it takes a whole entire lifetime until union occurs. Sign number, what was that one? 10. Sign number 11 is energy peaks and dives and pretty much like wacko chakra sensations. And this is because by this point in 2021, being activated so much longer, like way forever ago, and just like, you know, our brains are all figuring it out now. We've just really received so many upgrades, and we've done a lot of inner work, and we've ascended so far that we're using our new twin flame senses to be in a more constant flux. We're staying in the flow so much more, and it's more of a collective thing here. The whole collective divine masculine peaks and the divine feminine goes low, and then backwards, like then the DFs peak and the DMs go low. So it's all just kind of working everything out. And I think it's also more of the kind of situation where we're just more aware of that now. And we didn't know back then. you can definitely acknowledge that these are coming from your counterpart. And back in the past, you would have thought, oh, I just don't feel good, or I'm not so happy, or whatever it is. And now we know that it's coming from our counterpart. So it's helping us just climb that ladder even faster. I have to add in to that, it's your counterpart longing for you, because you personally have, and them have always felt like something was missing in your life. For most, you didn't feel like you belonged at home, or like you were at home when you were at home in your hometown or whatever. It's like you wanted to go home to your soul, basically. You've always longed for them. You've always been waiting for them. You've always been watching for them. You just knew there was something or someone out there for you, or that there was somewhere you needed to be, and you could feel their need. Now you can feel their need, their pull for you, when they're longing for you. And it's been happening all along, but now with our actual thinking minds and our new senses, we can feel this and rationalize it and understand it in a different way. It's like that song, I just called to say I love you. And we feel that. And now we know that we're feeling that. So they have been calling out to you and going through this very same thing all along. That's what I had to share with you guys. And I really hope you enjoyed this informational video. I'm not really all that great on screen. I'm a beautiful girl. And I just, like, I get distracted because, probably because of my connection. We're real close to home. If you'd like to purchase a personalized tarot card reading, email me at em3dj3@gmail.com, or just message me on here. Peace, love, and namaste. Be grateful, be thankful, and we will all be blessed collectively. Flame love.